Hello there, my beautiful Taurus friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and excited to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria and I do these readings every week. All right, everyone, I don't say this lightly, but June the 4th might just be your lucky day. We have Venus, the planet of beauty, love, and blessings, forming a very powerful sextile with Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of abundance, of expansion, of growth, opportunities, and divine timing. This is going to be a day or a moment in our lives where we receive good news, unexpected connections, creative breakthrough. This is where we have little bits and pieces of magic when we least expect it. So I wanted to pull some cards and see what it is that Spirit wanted to share with you around this energy. All right, Taurus, let's call in Spirit and open up your reading. Let's see what it is that Spirit wants you to hear around this lucky day. So we're going to start with a Spirit Animal card. This is going to be your animal guide over the next little while here, okay? So it's coming to you with a message as well. So we're getting the wolf. Inner strength. Spirit wants you to tap into your inner strength here, Taurus. So if you're seeing a wolf, this is a confirmation. If you haven't seen one, you're seeing one now on your screen. So your message is you may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. So this is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try to take a look at it with fresh eyes. So I'm going to read that to you one more time. You may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. This is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try to take a look at it with fresh eyes. Okay, so they want you to clear the fog around it. By not taking it personally. I feel some of you might be taking something too personally, so you have to take a step back in order to observe it through a different perspective, not allow your emotions to get in the way, right? You want to tune into your instincts, your gut, your intuition, okay? So Spirit is trying to show you something here. So we're going to pull 3 tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So we are getting for you 7 of Swords. There's something hidden that is going to be revealed. There's something that you're not seeing here, Taurus. Whatever situation you're in, or perhaps you are looking for some clarity or guidance around something that you might be unclear about. And I feel there is definitely a need for clearing of energies. And I feel for some of you, this might be within yourself. Okay, so you might be experiencing shadows and parts of you that are being pulled or drawn out. And you just have to be aware of them and manage them. This is what they're saying here. So 7 of Pentacles. We have 7 of Wands. Double 7s here. Pay attention to the number 7s coming up, okay? So you're having a spiritual experience. This has to do with a spiritual awakening. So this energy of luck, miracles, and blessings are happening within this experience that you are having. This is where you're going to experience the luck, the blessings, and the miracles. So protect your energy at this time, especially around someone that might be interfering with your energetic space or even poking you in some way, or a situation that is throwing you off your frequency and vibration. Okay? 8 of Pentacles, this is going to take some effort and work. Like you have to be active here in protecting yourself and holding on to something that doesn't belong to someone else. So there's this really interesting energy of not wanting to let go of something, or perhaps you are meant to let go of it and you're finding it challenging to do that. And there's almost like this energy that is projecting outward through you, but also something that is being reflected back to you. It's bouncing off one another. So I feel that June the 4th, also June the 13th and the 22nd, these days are where you're going to feel the energy of blessings and miracles. And throughout this energy, you're going to feel something that is clearing, that needs to be cleared. Okay, so I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today, Taurus. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And I love it when you share with me how these cards' energies show up for you in your own life. So share with me in the comment section below. So definitely Spirit is calling some of you to tap into your spirit mind and not get caught up in the material mind. There's a lot of things that can happen in the material world that can pull us and draw us in and keep us there without us being aware that we're tuned out of our spiritual mind. And this is where we're unintentionally taking action steps through what it is that we're feeling and the thoughts that we're thinking, unaware of them, right? So before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. So yes, the Seven of Pentacles is interesting because I'm getting some of you holding on to something. Okay, so this energy is going to come in many different ways. So right now they're showing me someone that is holding swords. These are thoughts, things that you have been carrying around. They're heavy and they're hidden, but they're also exposed. So I feel that this may have to do with the way that you are showing up in your world, Taurus. Perhaps you are reacting to situations because of emotions that you're holding on to. And these emotions are coming in from the past through situations that you found were painful or traumatic for you. So you're holding on to it as some sort of guard. It's almost like you're guarding yourself and you're not wanting to be open. And right now in your life's experience, the month of June, Spirit is calling us all to be open and receptive. So this energy is going to block you from what you're meant to experience that is tied to the energy of abundance. So what is this for you right now that you're holding on to? And it's almost like it's a secret, but it's actually not. And it's being reflected to you through the people around you. So maybe there's somebody there around you that has been telling you something for a while, something about yourself. Maybe you don't believe it, or perhaps you feel like it's not true. You know, maybe they're saying it in a joking way and you're taking it personally or as an attack. So this is where they want you to be an active observer and an active listener rather than reacting to a situation, because I'm getting something here that you're holding on to and not letting go of, and it's hurting you and no one else, right? And I feel there are energies, and it's not about what people think. You know, people can think things all day long, but there's people that love you that are around you. This is what I'm seeing here. And I feel you're trying to protect yourself as well. So I'm getting another energy now coming in that's letting me know that maybe you're walking on eggshells around someone and having to hide how you truly feel. You know, you're not able to really be yourself or live your fullest potential because of an outside energy that you have been protecting yourself from. This could be, you know, a partner that is toxic, not in alignment with us. It's almost like they're keeping you small, or you're choosing to be in this smaller place because you care about somebody a lot and you're not wanting to hurt their feelings. So you hold on to your own feelings and emotions and not share them or express them, which in turn is actually hurting you and no one else. And you know, you have a really big heart, Taurus. I really feel that sometimes you just want to help because you care. And, you know, maybe sometimes you're taken advantage of, taken for granted. Maybe people, you know, misuse your love and you're the one that ends up getting hurt by giving your love. And then you wonder if there's something wrong with you or like, what is going on? Like, why is this happening to me? So you hold on to these things, creating this reality for yourself or a belief system that there is nothing other than this in the world. But there actually is. And each experience that we go through, sometimes we go through experiences that are the exact same. That's when we find ourselves in a loop, caught in a cycle that, you know, we go through the same kind of experience in each cycle, but in different scenarios. But once we become aware of it, we're able to, you know, get out of that loop, come out of that energy. And you're meant to come out of it because you may be stuck in a loop where you find that you're meeting the same kind of people that don't treat you good, or, you know, the same kind of thing happens. You're like, every time, you I always end up meeting this, or I always end up going through this situation, but now you're affirming that by speaking it out loud. Remember that your words have power. Your words have power is what Spirit is saying here with the Seven of Swords. Your energy has power. Your thoughts have power. So what are you focusing on and what are you speaking? Because I'm getting an activation or an interference with your energy that you're putting out there and your thoughts and your emotions. They're not matching. They're not in alignment. So there's interference that cut you off through this activation that is happening. So this is what they're bringing your awareness around through whatever it is that you are experiencing. And this reading itself is an activation for you as well, because you're receiving information that you can apply in your life. And, I trust that Spirit is sharing the information through me to you, and you understand it in the way that you're meant to, right? So 7 of Wands. This is turbulent. It's a patch of energy. It could be choppy energy as well, where you're having to stand your ground. And I feel some of you have been having to do this for a while. The last little while, like you've been having to stand up for yourself. You're having to say no. You're having to protect your peace. And maybe there are people or energies around that are trying to interfere with your energetic space. And it's kind of like, what the heck is going on? Do people not care what I want to do? Like, does nobody care that I'm trying to create this life? I also have needs, desires, and wants, right? I'm getting someone saying this. And you have to create that for yourself. It's not, you have to clear the energy in order to create that for yourself. So they want you to put up some healthy boundaries now. Root yourself and understand thyself. Know yourself. Know what your limits are, your restrictions, and learn to say no more often. I feel some of you have been saying yes, but you mean no. So now Spirit is bringing that to your awareness. Where are you doing that right now in your life? The energy that you've been putting into other people, into doing other things, they want you to bring that back to yourself and protect yourself from these energies now leaving your energetic space. Like, they're bringing you back to your frequency and vibration, to your natural, authentic rhythm and flow. So you're not having to be someone else or do what you don't want to do. Do the things that aren't in alignment with you and live a life that is not what you want, not what you desire, not what you're meant for, right? So I feel that the 7 of Wands is actually an activation, because we're getting the double sevens, and then we move to the 8. So there's an incline that is happening right now that is coming in with turbulence and choppy energy. When we're in a plane, that's what happens, right? We go through clouds and stuff, and we go through turbulent patches, but they pass. So this is where you're being called to be an active participant in the co-creation of your desired reality. In order to do that, you have to put up some healthy boundaries. You have to lay some solid foundations that are rooted in your truth. This is where you stand up for yourself and you speak your truth without fear. Fear is just an illusion. It's false evidence appearing real. So when you are facing fear and that is stopping you, I want you to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and walk through it, right? Just breathe and move through it, and you'll find yourself through it. Right? And know that there is a lot of information and knowledge, wisdom that you are acquiring by moving through these fears, by moving through these challenging moments, understanding and knowing that these are only temporary and they too shall pass. Right? So, and what I'm getting here is someone walking on eggshells. Like, you shouldn't have to feel like you're walking on eggshells, Taurus. I remember I was in a few different situations in my life where I was constantly having to walk on eggshells because I had to be careful of how another person felt and how I was the contributor to how they felt, when that's not what's supposed to happen, right? So I was like, why do I have to do this to keep the peace in their life? Like, what about my life too? I want to have peace, and this is not peace for me. And when I started becoming aware and understanding that, I was able to build some healthy boundaries. And sure, yeah, that energy ended, but that was what was meant to happen in order for my peace. And I did get peace. I had to go through the adjustment period. So this could be an adjustment period for you as you're getting used to a new energy. So changes are definitely taking place for you this month. And I feel that you are being called to step into your power as the authority and the leader of it. You are responsible for your own soul, right? And you have to protect your mind, body, and spirit from external energies that are trying to interfere with your experience in this reality, right? And yeah, sometimes we feel bad when we're having to put up healthy boundaries. Like I feel bad all the time, every time I say no to someone. It's just this awful feeling I get. And it's just, you have to allow yourself to feel it and let it pass. That's it, right? And it's never gone away for me, right? I don't, and anytime I say no, I still feel it really hard. It's like it's just like a dagger going in, right? So allow yourself to feel the emotions, especially around your peace and your happiness. Say no more often if it doesn't feel aligned to you. Okay, so this is what's coming through the Seven of Swords. And there's a major revelation that is coming through as well, information or knowledge, something that you're going to connect with that is, and I feel this has to do with the way that you're seeing the world, and because that is shifting through the information that you are acquiring as you're moving through your, challenges. You're going to find that there's a new world, a new experience that is unfolding for you. And this is through the actions that you are taking. So it's really important that you keep yourself grounded through any situation that you're facing that is difficult. Okay? I always find that we go off course, off our path when we have challenges coming in. And for me, whenever a challenge comes in, so I have a rhythm and flow in my life, I have structure, and I actively participate in these different things that I do in my daily life in order to keep peace and balance. And Spirit is calling you to also create a rhythm and flow in your life, some sort of a daily routine, some sort of structure, right? This gives me a sense of peace. It keeps me connected to myself. Sometimes I have situations that arise throughout my day, right? Things that happen that throw me out of this schedule, out of this rhythm and flow. And that's okay temporarily. And I know it's temporary. I keep that in my mind, like, okay, I'm going through something right now that is interfering with my peace. And I'm moving off this path, but I feel that I'm meant to go down this path. So I'm going to see where it takes me. I'm going to work with it the best that I can, and knowing that I can always come back to my place of peace. And this is something that you're not meant to be passive around. You have to actively participate in centering yourself and becoming aware of, your life, your experience, not floating around in the universe on autopilot or sleepwalking. This is where you are awake in this present moment, connected to your body in the here and the now, because this is where everything happens. It's not happening in the future. It is not happening in the past. What you're doing now is what counts. So what is it that you're doing now, and what kind of energy are you showing up with in your world? What are you vibrating at? What would you like to vibrate at? You have the power and the ability to transform what you're experiencing in the way that you show up in it, right? Your world is being reflected to you, through what, and sometimes we are disconnected from being connected to ourselves. And we don't see, we just get caught up in the drama. We get caught up in the mess of the world. Things influence us, manipulate us, interfere, distract, right? We have all of these kinds of energies in the world. And it takes effort and energy to keep yourself connected to yourself. And I feel a lot of you are spiritually in tune. You can pick up on energies. You know when to put your healthy boundaries up, when to say no. But sometimes we get caught up. Now, I'm seeing some of you working really hard on something. And it's really important that you keep your focus here and put your energy towards it, and not allow some of these distractions or challenging energies to knock you off your path. I feel they're trying to knock you off your path. I don't know if you have a business or you're working on some sort of a project here, Taurus, but I feel that maybe you do have some distractions and you're not able to put the energy and care into them. There's so much success that is coming in. And if you're feeling like you're not even sure if you should be putting energy into this project, into this thing that you're trying to create, this experience, Spirit is saying, don't give up. Your energy, your efforts, they have power, right? So if you commit yourself to something and follow through on it, actions are going to speak louder than words. Your actions are going to speak louder than words. And I feel that your actions, the things that you are doing in your material world, are right now interfered with by external energies and thoughts, emotions that are all over the place. And sometimes we don't share these or express them. And right now you're meant to express them. You're meant to give them an outlet, right? So make sure you're doing that for yourself. And you know, my outlet is creativity. So if I'm feeling stressed or pent up or angry about something, I like to create. I like to get into a creative mode. I get my beats going. I'm listening to bumping music. I'm getting into that rhythm and flow, and everything melts. And I don't know if you clean. Maybe when you're stressed out or angry, you're cleaning, right? I know people that do that. My sister does that. Starts cleaning everything and the whole house is spotless. It's kind of like a good energy, but not such a good energy either, because you get a lot of stuff done, but it's the emotion that drives it. So it's really interesting how Spirit is wanting you to work with your emotions. And I feel that, you know, if you are feeling angry and you're cleaning, that's actually a good outlet. So I feel Spirit is wanting you to find an outlet, somewhere you can take action when you're feeling a certain way, right? Maybe exercising. You know, doing like 20 burpees or jumping jacks when you are feeling worked up, and taking action on that. Making sure you ground yourself, right? So expansions are happening here as well. I'm getting money energy floating around, abundance, prosperity here is here, and you are the one that's creating it. You are the force that is creating the abundance. You're going to see a lot of opportunities. This month of June is going to feel like your lucky day. There's so much that you're meant to experience, so much that you're going to create in your life. Your energy is incredibly powerful, Taurus. Like I'm telling you, you are... I feel you're a go-getter. Like there's nothing that can get in your way. Even though you do face challenges, you're not in a rush. Like you take things at a good and steady pace. And I feel this is your superpower. And patience is coming in as a superpower as well. So what I'm going to do now is pull a bonus card for you. This is the Numerology Guidance Oracle. This is a card deck that Spirit called me to use in your reading today. So numbers are showing up for us. We do live in a world of numbers. And some of you might be seeing this number. It's going to be your number guide. Okay, so let's see what this is. 91, surrender. Surrender to the experience, surrender your ego, surrender things that are weighing down. And, you know, this is where you just let it go and float into whatever it is that you're experiencing. So you might be seeing the number 91 that's coming in. I'm getting 91 days or September the 1st around the message of this card. Some of you might be seeing purples and reds around you. These colors matter. I feel that these colors are definitely showing up for you in some way. So maybe you saw a red car recently, or someone wearing purple. Perhaps you're wearing purple, or you saw something purple. This card indicates a need to surrender your attachment to a particular situation or preferred outcome, because your inability to let go is impeding your success. So I feel this is connecting to the Seven of Swords. Desperation blocks manifestation. Therefore, the more you struggle to attract your desire, the more you push it away. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to detach from the situation and surrender the outcome to the divine. In order to attract what you want, you must give the universe space to deliver your request. This can only be achieved by getting out of the way so that everything can unfold as it should. It isn't your job to make it happen, Taurus. It is simply your job to allow it to happen. When you surrender the outcome to the divine, you let the magic flow. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to let go, trust, and surrender. Make peace with your life as it is today and appreciate what you have already, what you already have. When you do what brings you joy rather than fret about the end result, divine order and timing will bring the perfect outcome your way. So we have an affirmation here. Feel free to write this down. I receive the best possible outcome when I surrender to the divine. So I receive the best possible outcome when I surrender to the divine. Okay, so you're meant to surrender. Keep working away. I feel that, you know, even with YouTube, you know, sometimes when I first started, I would fret about the analytics. Why am I not growing? Why is this thing not happening? And I've learned to just let that be and just continue doing what I enjoy doing. And when I started doing that, surrendering to the process, I started to see a lot of great results. right? So abundance is in the cards for you as well. So know that. We're going to now close off with an angel number. So some of you might already be seeing this angel number. This is going to give you your confirmation and guidance. So anytime you do see this number, remember the message of this card. Change of plans. You're going to experience a change of plans in your life, everyone. So get ready for this. Build a healthy relationship with change. Learn to bend, to move, to be flexible and adaptable. So 4848 is the number. You're being guided on a new path. This is where the change of plans is coming in. This could be in your career, your relationship, a certain specific area of your life. You are manifesting prosperity. This is what's happening here, and this is why there's a change of plans. Everything is going to work out well for you. Know that and own that power. Own that belief that everything is working out well for you, Taurus. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my readings, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, so those of you that have made it this far in my video today, thank you so much for your love and support. Your presence here means so much to me. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.